the Vancouver Canucks just beat the Florida Panthers. 3-2, the final score. They couldn't score on the empty net, but the Panthers couldn't score either in the Vancouver zone. My God. Oh, man, this was a game. Normally, I'd be very happy with this result. And considering the fact that Besser got a very good look on the power play, Pettersson scored, Bo Horvat got a very nice goal from Berchi, and Roussel scored on his debut game on a penalty shot. That never happens, by the way. I should be happy about this, but I'm not. I'm terribly frustrated, very angry, and there's just so much within me that's trying to maintain my scurrilous nature and prevent it from coming out onto this microphone. Because Mike freaking Matheson has just found a way to become public enemy number 1 in Vancouver. He is the epitome of Vancouver hatred at the moment, because Elias Pettersson was injured in this game. We'll skip over everything that happened in the game and go straight to this moment. I don't want to provide any video footage, or GIFs, or whatever, because that's copyrighted material. So instead, I'll describe this in my own words. Elias Pettersson dipsy doodles in the offensive zone, just totally spinoramas his way around Matheson. Matheson, confused, falls down, he's on the ice on his stomach, tries sticking the puck out from the bottom side of his stick away from Pettersson. It doesn't work. Pettersson's able to just quickly go away from him and get a pass through. Okay, Matheson absolutely got deked out hard on the ice, embarrassed, and everything. Then the play kinda just moves away a little bit. The puck goes back over to Pettersson, right behind the net. He quickly passes it away. Matheson approaching Pettersson from behind, stick up, in between the legs, and then he absolutely nails Pettersson right into the boards. Oh no! And then that's not all. Pettersson kinda moves a little bit. Matheson, he's got a grasp onto him, and then he just chokeslams him right onto the ice. Heavy impact right there. If this was in WWE, the mat would have been bouncing up and down. But no, Pettersson gets chokeslammed right onto a hard ice surface. And he doesn't get up easily. He gets up by himself, but he gets up very slowly. And he walks off into the tunnel by himself. But, oh man, he was out for the rest of the game. And everybody on hockey Twitter was just united in a "what the hell, Matheson, you are a total POS right now" chant. And everybody that I saw online, nobody was like, "Oh, that was a clean hit." No, it was absolutely not a clean hit. No, it was absolutely not called for. Yes, it is understandable though, because Matheson is a guy who just got his pants deked right off of him by Elias Pettersson, the hot young rookie who just totally set a whole bunch of records last year in Sweden and is totally becoming one of the best Canucks prospects of all time. He was just yeah, okay, this guy just totally embarrassed me, so I'm just gonna go behind the net and see if I can inflict as much damage as I can to him without actually using my stick to baseball swing his head. And after that, everybody was like, okay, screw Matheson, what the hell, man, that was terrible, you deserve a suspension, a fine, whatever, probably deserved a penalty too, but he didn't get it because the refs weren't looking. This man ought to get his brains busted out of his head by Goodbranson or Roussel in a fight later in the game. And everyone was like, okay, there's 12 minutes left or whatever, something like that. It was above 10. There's a certain amount of time left. We could obviously get a fight in there, right? But there was no fight. Goodbranson and Roussel, they didn't stick up for the teammate. This is basically what Hamonic was supposed to do, and what he did do in the first game of the season after Goodbranson completely nailed the Calgary Flames rookie. And this didn't happen for the Vancouver side. If Roussel and Goodbranson, if one of them went after Matheson, then that would have literally been their purpose fulfilled on the team. I know Roussel scored a goal, and it was the game tying goal or whatever, but man, I would have expected him to go after Matheson. Pettersson will probably be back in the next game. I don't think this injury is one that's like, oh, he's broken a piece of his rib or whatever. I don't think it's something like that. I think he just got shook, absolutely dazed by the circumstances that were bestowed upon him, and it was just very unfortunate. But I would be very surprised if he had to miss games because of this kind of impact. Either the boarding call, or I don't even want to say it was boarding because, oh, there was no penalty. It wasn't boarding. Either the hit into the boards or the impact on the ice. One of these two was just the thing that made Pettersson's body go like, I can't really do this anymore. So it's probably just going to be a one-time thing. I don't think he's going to miss any games. With that being said, though, he got himself a very nice goal. The first goal of the Vancouver Canucks in this game, absolutely, on a very good power play. They kept the puck in. When the puck escaped the zone, they cradled it, caressed it in the neutral zone. They regrouped, tallied themselves up, and entered right back the other way. It was a very good power play. Besser got a few shots on. Pettersson got a few shots on. Edler got involved, it was really nice, and then Sven Baertschi coming to the aid of a Brock Besser who's being pounded into the boards by two other Florida players. He takes the loose puck, absolutely just whiffs it right through the slot, and it finds itself on the Pettersson stick. He's got a lot of room, so he handles the puck a little bit, stick handles, looks a little bit forward, and then absolutely rips one top shelf glove side on James Reimer. Reimer didn't even move. That was just an amazing shot. And just like that, Pettersson has his 5th goal in 5 games. He's now on pace for 82 goals, just like he was yesterday and 2 days ago and the day before that. So, Pettersson now is legitimately like one of the best Canucks rookies ever. I think the majority of people who listened to me say those words would not disagree. But it's just so unfortunate how things came about. Going on to the second goal, though, Antoine Roussel gets himself a penalty shot. He walks right in, he serpentines, and then he just, like, shoots it, and it goes into the net. I know a lot of people in the Canucks group chat that I'm in, we were all joking around like, oh, he's gonna lose it in the high slot. Oh, he's gonna shoot it right into the chest of Reimer. Oh, he's gonna miss the net. But no, Roussel gets himself a goal, so good on you, Roussel. Very nice. Of course, I would have liked a stick-up for Matheson, but that didn't happen. Let's just continue. Bo Horvat later, into the period. Right after Matheson nailed that hit to Pettersson, like a shift later or something, Matheson's back out there on the ice, and Pettersson is out. He just completely left the bench, he was in the training room or whatever, but on the ice it was Bo and Baertschi. And they absolutely got themselves a fantastic play going out there. Baertschi with a great pass, Horvat right in front of the net is able to put it on, and it's in. Awesome sauce right there. That was the game winner. The Vancouver Canucks were held into their zone for the last few minutes of the game, but the Florida Panthers were not able to score. They had the empty net, but nothing came of it. No empty net goals, but no 6-on-5 goals for the Panthers either. Just a very good performance by the Canucks in their own zone. Anders Nielsen, very strong game right here. He let in 2, but he was just very strong the entire night. Honestly, I think he should be the starter over Markstrom, at least in this small span of time. Markstrom's let in so many goals, and the Vancouver Canucks have found ways to win games by outscoring the opponent, by scoring a great amount of goals as well, but Nielsen's the guy that I think we should be putting in there when we have these games that are won by 1 goal or 2 goals with less than like 5 goals scored in total. I think Nielsen is really good for these tight game situations. We haven't seen a blowout by Nielsen yet. It's bound to happen eventually, but it just hasn't happened yet, and he's been great so far. But other than that, Mike Matheson just made himself public enemy number 1, and I totally despise the guy now. No matter what he does in the rest of his career, donations to hospitals, or like, even coming over to the Canucks one day, I absolutely hate the guy. Damn, what a sore loser. He absolutely just gets destroyed on a mental level by Elias Pettersson, so he acquiesces to the temptations that a normal person would feel and absolutely goes out there in order to hurt him. Nice one, Mike. Very nice one. Oh man, good Branson, Roussel, please, I would have wanted to see a fight with this guy. I almost never, like, cheer for fights. That's not what I do. I don't really care about fighting in hockey, but this was one of the only times where I was like, please, beat the guy up. Please, I want that. And with that, we conclude the video, I guess. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. +/4/9 gaming, and bye.